What's up? And we back with another episode of Hey, I'm Just Asking. And y'all see I had to put the throwback joint on. Redskins. Because the topic of today is it time for a new culture in DC? We're gonna start with football first. Hey, I think it's time for Jack Del Rio, Ron Rivera, Scott Turner. It's time for them to go. One thing I didn't understand from the jump, why would we ever go get anybody with the name of Turner to be in this organization anymore? That was some of our worst years when we had Norv Turner. And then we spin the block and turn right back around and get Scott Turner? Let's talk about him, man. Where's the offense? And it's not like we got a capable offense, but I'm not going to blame it all him, but because that offensive line, man. Hey, man, I could put on some pads and get the Carson Wentz. That offensive line is disgusting. Man, and then he always wait until we're down to start even calling plays. Like we don't the clock in his mind doesn't tick off to be like, man, okay, this slow paced offense is not working. Should we speed it up? He always wait too late. And I'm like, wow, what are we doing? Where are the adjustments in the game? Like we don't even make adjustments. So if we do make adjustments, it be the wrong one. It's like, now my thing was, even before Ron Rivera came, my thing was I hated the screen pass, right? I was like, oh man, we're too predictable. We do that screen pass like every time. But it's like, oh man, we could have used it yesterday. If you see them, they blitzing, what do you have as some quick plays to negate the blitz? You just send him back there, man. And then Carson Wentz, he holds the ball so long. I'm like, man, you see we getting blitzed and they getting back there every play. We did no and the blitz gets to him. We did no plays as far as, instead of using McKissick in the flats, y'all had McKissick running the ball yesterday, which he did a good job, but we threw no passes to the running back at all. At all, man. I'm like, man, this is terrible, man. We got wide receivers. Like, you didn't mix up anything as far as the slot packages. I'm like, man, what are we doing out here? And, man, we've been doing this since Rivera got here. It's like, I can't understand the offense. Now, you trying to tell me our offense looked the best with a one-leg quarterback when we had Alex Smith? That's the best we looked, and we were still like, what? 7-9, or did we go 9-7? I'm not sure. But we've never really had a good team yet since he been here. And the offenses look horrible. Besides Jacksonville, or maybe even when we played Detroit, like the offense finally picked up, but man, the offensive culture in DC is just horrible. Now we gonna go to Jack Del Rio. Jack! Man, come on, Jack. What are you doing? What are we doing in film study? Like in film study, are you seeing how many gaps there is in the defense? That zone is terrible because you give the offense so much space to maneuver in. You give the opposing offense so much space. I understand it if you ain't got no man-up quarterbacks, but goodness gracious. Man, we look horrible out there. And then the thing about it is, with every aspect of the game, man, we're looking worse. Every week, we look worse. Like, what are we doing? Jack, let me ask you something. Because it must not be getting through your skull, man. You really think that Jamin Davis has the talent to check wide receivers, man? To check wide receivers? Oh, wow, man. Y'all got him mismatched every play, and then you will blame him. Like he's in a lose-lose situation every time he's in coverage because he's not even the best you could do for him is to put him on the tight end. Man, but yet you always have him checking elite wide receivers. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And then y'all pick on him every week as far as calling him out. What about William Jackson? What about what's the other guy? Fuller. Uh Juice, I'm not gonna get I'm not gonna really bash him a lot because he's still young and he's learning. But man, they out there getting cooked. I mean smoked off the line. They're getting smoked. And then when is somebody gonna point the finger at you? Us bloggers, we do. I laid up off y'all. I've been watching other bloggers, kind of like getting on y'all. I sit back because I'm like, well, maybe they'll turn it around. But after 4 weeks, and we're 1-3, hey, it's all downhill from here. The injuries are gonna start piling up. Man, that defense is atrocious. I mean, the defense is horrible, man. Like, what are we doing with the defense? Man, big play after big play after big play. And then the defense is just like fighting for their lives. They trying out there. Hey, look, we hung in there as long as we could. Especially, you're not getting no help from the offensive side. And they still out there battling. But man, it just gets ridiculous. Then Ron Rivera, Riverboat Ron. Man, it's looking crazy on your watch, man. It's looking crazy on your watch. Now, we had compassion for you because we knew you went through the cancer treatments and all that stuff like that. And God bless you that you're all right. I would never talk about a man's health. We're just talking about your expertise on that, on with the X's and O's, man. It's looking bad. It's like they say the team is a reflection of the coach. Man, the defense looking scrambled, the offense looking scrambled, and it's like when we want some answers, man, you never give us answers. The draft was terrible. The draft was terrible, man. We had opportunities to get guys y'all passed on that are actually doing good. Oh man, 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 man. And then like how could you look at us with a straight face, man? And just think that this is okay. This is horrible. This is horrible. Talking about changing the culture, nothing has changed. We look like the same team that been losing for years. The name changed. Hey, we was better when we was these guys. At least we did have some winning. At least we did have some winning seasons. It's like now, man, this is a disgrace. Now I understand why we're the laughing stock of the NFL. And it's like you have credibility. We was in Ron We Trust. I don't trust Ron. I definitely don't trust Jack Del Rio. And I definitely don't trust Scott Turner because man, it's getting horrible. And then a division game. Of any game you supposed to be on your A game, is Dallas. I guess y'all don't know the culture around here. That's the game we have to win. that just you make the city feel good. At least if you have a respectable showing against them. Man, we put up 10 points. There's no way we should put up 10 points with the type of offense that we have. It is not like we don't have talent on offense. At least the rookie, it seemed like the rookie is the only one that came to play this year. Terry not looking that good, but I'm not going to blame that on Terry. Man, Antonio Gibson, I would thought y'all would implement him more in the passing game. And like y'all did it for maybe, what, the first 2 games? It's like Where's Terry? I'm looking for a Terry sighting. I'm looking for a Gibson sighting. Man, it is looking bad, man. The culture, y'all have put the culture more of in a ditch than it was ever before. Because we've never had this talent. We've never had a defensive line, a defensive front like this. I can't remember when. It's like we got talent on the defensive line. We got talent on the wide receiving core, even with the running backs once the young guy gets back. But man, it is terrible. It's time to go. Man, clean out your lockers now. I don't even want to see them back for the next game. I know it sounds crazy and sporadic, but hey, might as well change now. Scrap the season. Go ahead and get us a good draft pick for next year, because man, I don't see us doing nothing this year. I don't see us doing nothing this year. That's why you will never see me with anything Commanders. I knew we was doomed from the start just with the name change alone. I would have rather y'all kept it Washington football team. At least that just sound like something Smash Mouth. But oh, we just want to make a splash with Commanders, and I think that first win was just rigged anyway, so we could just have a win as being Commanders. But it's been stinky ever since, and even that game, we could have possibly lost that game if it wasn't so many mistakes on the Jacksonville side. We should have lost that game. But at least we had offensive production. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what we need to do. It's like there's no hope for this season. And I'm like, man, we just need a breath of fresh air. Get all of them out of there. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. They need to go. Everything must go. Everything must go. Let's start all over. Let's start all over. It's like everybody is messy, from the owner. Everybody in the organization is messy. We need a new start. We definitely need a new start. Man, what you think about that? Man, my Washington fans, I refuse to call them Commanders. It's like you haven't. What have you commanded? What have you commanded? It's like, man, it's just ridiculous. It's sad. It's like, man, everybody must go. We got to get them all out of there. We got to get them all out of there and just start all over fresh. Go get a fresh, innovative mind. Look, we had Sean McVay. It didn't dawn on nobody just to make him the coach. At least he was innovative for what he had. He was making Kirk Cousins look good. Even in losing efforts, at least we had some sign of, like, just imagine Sean McVay with the weapons that we have now. Man, it's looking terrible, man. They must go. I think that it's over for them. This regime, we got to get them out of there. It's no need of wasting any time, man. Get them out of there. They got to go. But tell me what y'all think, man. Share this video. Hey, leave your comments in the comment section and subscribe. Hey, I'm just asking.